Today we're going to go over some of our favorite Nintendo gadgets and accessories, some things you've probably seen and hopefully some things you haven't. I had to include some fun ones we made too. Alright, so today we're going to talk about some of our favorite Nintendo gadgets and accessories, things that you can buy, and a few things that we made. So let's talk about this newest one here, the talking flower. This is from Super Mario Wonder, it's from the Switch and the Switch 2. He does a bunch of different phrases throughout the day. What are some funny things that he says?
Eureka, I just got an amazing idea. Wait, what was I talking about again?
Yeah, so he just kind of randomly says certain things. It'll be, I don't know, every 5, 10, 15 minutes, I'm not sure. But he will say just some funny, silly things.
Like this.
Got any upcoming plans? Did you know the planet is spinning? We kind of look alike, huh?
He does speak in a bunch of different languages too, and then he does tell the time. So this is something, it's $35. I personally think it's worth it just to have some fun laughs and motivation.
Seashells by the seashore.
I think it's cute. I think it's worth it. Do you like it? What do you rate it, Jack?
Probably a 9 out of 10.
What's the moon doing? Hey, you're doing great. Here I am. Quiet days can be nice too. Eureka! I just got an amazing idea!
Okay, today we're going to open up this Hatchin Yoshi, and it's supposed to react to touch, sound. We're going to wake it, hatch it, and play. Are you ready, Bob?
Yeah.
Okay.
It says to pull on this, pull this out, and then discard these. Should be 3 of them.
Oh my god.
Gently tap the bottom side of the egg. So like right in here somewhere.
Gently.
Then it says to shake it gently.
Shake Yoshi.
Yeah.
We don't want to
Shake
hurt
it.
him.
It's not shake it ready. We never shake it ready.
And then repeat steps 1 and 2 until hatching is complete.
Tap it again.
Tap it. You want to try?
Keep doing
Yeah.
it. Keep doing it.
And then shake it.
You record. Pumpkin, come to the side and do it real quick, because I know you want to. You want to shake him? Shake him on the table. Alright, let Grandma see it. Oh, shoot! That is so cool. Oh my gosh. Look at him! That's so cool. Wow. Okay. He's cute.
Yeah,
Do we
I
I think
like?
you're supposed to still kind of do it a little bit.
I think it wouldn't he come out more?
I would think so.
Oh. There you go. Pumpkin, you wanna like turn it?
So it doesn't reassemble.
Nope.
No, just like the other one.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
There he is.
Oh, look at him. He's so cute.
If you touch his nose, he'll talk. What?
The other dino one popped out more.
It was a little more exciting.
But
This
it's
one
cute.
here, he just kind of popped out.
Yeah.
Hi.
Yeah, you miss it. That's it. He's cute though.
Sounds. Pat head for animation sounds. Shake Yoshi for animation sounds.
Why do you want to shake
never
him?
shake.
Press shell. Listen for Yoshi.
You could probably keep
Talk
this,
and Yoshi
but-
responds. Press shell. You gotta press it.
Okay, so I do like him. I feel like the experience of the other hatching one is a little bit more exciting. This one was like really quick, but he is way more cute, of course, than the little dino. You got the light up eyes and stuff. And we're going to use him as a little decoration for our little gaming area in the living room. So I would say, and 55 is honestly not too bad. If you can get them cheaper, great. But the resellers have been selling them for like 124 right now. I just happened to see it online at Walmart. Got it for the 55. Super cute. I hope they come out with other colors. I want a purple one. Let us know which color you would prefer. But the movie we loved, and I had to get this when I saw it. What do you rate this one, the Yoshi?
6.
A 6 out of 10? Okay. Why do you give it a 6?
Because it can talk and you can pet him.
But why is it less than the flower?
Probably because he doesn't. He all he says is this.
Okay. So because the flower can talk more, Jack likes the flower more. I think Yoshi is cuter, but he is limited, like Jack said. Okay, so the Alarmo. Let's see, what would you rate the Alarmo? We use it every night. 7 out of 10?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to show here. You can set the alarm, and then it has all these different themes. So we've got a bunch of Mario. We've got Zelda here, which you can listen to them each. Even Pikmin. This one is Splatoon 3. This is Ring Fit Adventures, Mario Kart, which is fairly new since we got it. Animal Crossing, which is also some of the newer ones here, Kirby and the Forgotten Land. And then Mario Wonder, where the talking flower is from. Of course, the old school Super Mario Bros. And then it starts all over. There is a ton of music on here. I personally like it just because you can have sleepy sounds in the middle of the night and you can just shuffle these sounds and it can wake you up in the morning just randomly. Okay, so right now you can see it has the classic Mario Brothers, and then let's change the theme here. Now it's gonna change to the Elephant Mario. So there's the actual display changes depending on the theme. Okay, now this one I changed to Kirby and the Forgotten Land, and every hour it's going to make a certain specific noise to that theme based on the hour. So 11 o'clock would be 11 times he'd make this like suction sound. Mario will make the coin sound 11 times, for example. And then another one here is Tom Nook and the little raccoons here, I forget their names right now, from Animal Crossing. So this one is super cute too. So you can set the alarm on and off. There are sleepy sounds. The hourly chime you can change. There's your sleep records, which is pretty cool. And then you can, of course, change the settings, and they are adding new ones all the time. Sometimes it'll say it'll have an update, and then you just download the update, and then there is a new theme. I'm hoping for Donkey Kong pretty soon. And if you want to hear a preview of the music, you press this little envelope here, and it will play the preview of whatever you're gonna wake up to in the morning. So here's the Animal Crossing music here. I don't want to play too much because of the copyright. Who doesn't want to wake up to that? Let me change this over to Pikmin because I want to show you guys something. Okay, so you can actually wake up to Pikmin drowning. How messed up is that? So, if you ever want to wake up to the sounds of Pikmin drowning, you can do so on the Alarmo. The display here, it's got Olimar and the 3 little Pikmin, so cute. So I personally think this is 100% worth it. It is a little pricey. I think it's around $100, but I just like all the different themes. They are giving new themes about every 3 months or so. There's a new one. It's kind of exciting when they come out with a new download, and then you get new sleepy sounds with it and new alarm clocks to wake up to, and it'll have little characters and things when it goes off. So here's something I 3D printed, which is kind of cool. We have done a review on the Bambu printer. And this is for the mouse controls. So you put the Joy-Con, which I call nunchucks sometimes, in here. Let's do that. And then you can use it as a mouse control. It's pretty cool for the Switch too, because some of the games they added on mouse control abilities. Here's another one that I 3D printed for the Joy-Con, and you snap it in. And it just gives a little extra room here for your hands. And then I wanted to show this little TV that I 3D printed and a few other things for the controller stands. And there is the like Switch console, what is it, like a dock station, like it's a decor for the dock station, which I think is neat because they really don't sell any of those. Sometimes they sell stickers, but they don't sell anything to like deck out your Nintendo Switch dock. So if you want to see how easy the Bambu A1 is in our review and showing a bunch of different things that we've made, I will link that down below. But this little TV, it took less than a day to print, and it actually uses magnets, so we had to buy these as well as the filament, but it's really cool. So we are going to make a video video on the Tomodachi Life. I've been creating drama with the Nintendo characters, so it's been a lot of fun. If you haven't played this one, this was hilarious on the 3DS. But I think it's pretty cool to be able to play it anywhere with this little TV dock. And they also have one that looks like an old school arcade too. This next one is the brand new steering wheel that came out for the Switch 2. It's the deluxe version. That's $130. The cheap one, I read reviews that it does feel really cheap, so I went with the deluxe. And I kind of do agree with this review. The suction cups were not sticking, so we had to change tables. And then the pedals are kind of awkwardly high, so you really have to, I don't know, sit at some weird angle. I do like using it here and there, but I drive better with just the Pro controller itself on Mario Kart. But my husband actually ended up enjoying it on a couple of different Switch games that we didn't know worked with it. And there's a switch that goes between a Nintendo Switch and the PC.
See, look, you think you'd be going faster than that. Oh, this is 50cc, that's why. It seems to be working just fine. No, I was winning! It feels okay, but you gotta be like this with it.
Yeah.
Because it's up so high.
The pedals work?
Yeah. Yeah, they work.
It's cool.
Oh, jeez.
You gotta really turn it, sweetie.
It does take some getting used to, but I do like that it has more features than just Mario Kart. We're still gonna try some other games. I'd rate this 5 out of 10. I think it would be better if it was a little bit more responsive and if it was a little bit more affordable. At least for the quality, like you really have to push down quite a bit more than you would in an actual vehicle, so it does get a little bit awkward when you need to adjust in the middle of a race. But you can set different buttons, there is customization there, and of course you can still use all the features like you can with drift and throwing items in Mario Kart. And it is simple to hook up, you just plug it in the USB on the side of the Switch. But you're gonna have to clamp it down to a table because the suction cups do not work. This next one is the Virtual Boy, so you have to put the Switch into the accessory here, and it's basically replicates what the Virtual Boy was. It's $100 for this one. There is a cheaper one made of cardboard for $25, and this is hard to film. I tried to stick my camera in there just to give you an idea. I know there's at least 14 games that have been announced to be released over time, and they may be adding more. I've never actually played the Virtual Boy, so this was our first experience, and you can't actually see the screen while you're playing. I wish you could do that so other people could watch while you play. I just put a video on in the background. It seems similar to the Game Boy graphics. It's all in red, and they'll be working on a yellow filter as well. My son didn't care for it too much. I think it does mess with your eyes a little bit, especially after about 10 minutes. So trying to film my husband playing Mario Tennis here, I mean the game is pretty simple. He says to put your head in all the way just so it doesn't have the fishbowl effect, but I mean this one is just hitting the ball back and forth. I much prefer the current and new Mario Tennis, of course, for the Switch 2. And this next one is like the old school Mario Brothers arcade game. I don't know if you guys have played that one, but it's really fun. You throw the shells and you jump on different enemies. If you've played the Virtual Boy or if you have a favorite game, let us know in the comments. Personally, I bought this as a collector's item because I know it's not going to be sold forever, and it's just something neat to have and to kind of show off to people who come over, maybe play it every once in a while. I did also check out pinball myself. That one I did the best with without feeling so nauseous playing because nothing is really moving from left to right. It's just hitting the little flippers and the ball. And again, the camera does not do this justice because you can't actually see all the little details on the screen itself, and there's about 5 different layers of the 3D effect here. So Wario's hands stick out the most, and then there's even stuff in the background that looks even further away. So I was doing my best to play while recording with the camera, but this one's probably one of my favorites is the Wario game. I do wish you could just play it on the TV so you didn't have to feel nauseous. I felt pretty nauseous after about 5 to 10 minutes. I do not get sick at places like Sandbox VR, but the MetaQuest does make me queasy, just to give you a reference. Overall, it's a cool concept, but it's just not something I can play too often or too long.
The Virtual Boy for the Switch, it works on both. It works on Switch 2 and on the Switch. It's fun, but I get a little dizzy playing it, and I hear they're coming out with other color, yellow, sometime soon. I do like it. I think it's fun. I like the Mario Clash a lot. The two new ones that came out were Tennis and Mario Clash. And Mario Clash is fun. It's like the old school Mario Brothers game. Galactic Pinball is a lot of fun. The golf one's a little bit fun. It's pretty difficult. So, but really, I think it's a fun little system and it's a cool gimmick idea and I like it. But it took me about 10-15 minutes till I felt really dizzy. So just keep that in mind if you have any kind of nausea towards VR games. Right now there's 9 games. The 2 new ones just came out the other day. So we'll see what else they come out with. If I were to rate it out of 10, I would say probably 5. 5 out of 10. It's fair. It's fun. It's nostalgia. If you were young when this was out, you will enjoy it. So, yeah.
Click these 2 videos next, the top one being our favorite games on the Nintendo Switch 2 and a part 2 coming soon on that as more has released. And the bottom one is our Bambu A1 combo review. Thank you so much for watching.